on YouTube. My students now, they come in and they say, I saw this great exercise on YouTube, or this new cello book, cello etude book that works on left-hand technique. And they do a lot of learning on their own to create knowledge, you know. So the world has become smaller. So by doing that, you can learn a lot. If you're having trouble with something, go to the internet and see which information you can get. What are you going to play for me now?
The swan.
The swan.
Yes,
okay.
but if you have time, I want you do see a little bit sonata in E minor, Brahms.
Yes.
Brahms.
First movement.
First movement is half time.
Yeah, we'll make time. We have a half an hour, so let's do 15-20 minutes on Swan and then Brahms.
Okay.
A lot of nice things. And intonation is very, very good, and I think it's very expressive what you're doing. So I want to talk about talk a little bit about sound. Well, one of the first things that I noticed is your feet were all over the place. So it's very important. I think I haven't talked enough about this today, but posture is so important. So make sure that you're very aware that these feet are not here. Well, you were a little bit like this, you know, a second ago, but like that you're real, like you can, your balance, you can always step up. and your back is engaged, right? So always think about your posture. Yeah, that looks good. Yeah, and for me, you don't want to be leaning back. You want to be slightly leaning forward. So when I engage my sound, if I'm leaning back, if I'm a little bit leaning forward, so you see that you're slightly towards the instrument. You're leaning a little bit forward, and that engages the back, and it really does improve the sound. So feet on the ground. Now, this is, this has to be so expressive, and the sound has to be so beautiful and warm. It has to do with the vibrato.
Yes.
Right now, your vibrato is a little slow and a little wobbly. You want to develop this kind of so there's a more speed, and we've talked about speed in the bow, but the vibrato has many different speeds. It can be very slow, or narrow, or wide and fast, or narrow and fast, or non-vibrato. So we have to develop that a little bit more, the speed of the vibrato. So I want to work a little bit on that. And this is a swan, right? Swan is floating around in the water. It has to be, and you think of a ballerina, like, Swan Lake. It has to be incredibly legato. So right now I'm hearing a little bit too much. We want to be as smooth as we can be. Right? See how smooth? And then here. But do you hear the difference in the smoothness and the line? It's not. Okay, so those are a couple things I'd like to work on. Can we work on the first note? Okay, so the vibrato's a little tight, and you use the third finger there. See if you can widen. Yeah, I want you to use the whole arm and widen. That's right. Maybe you're tightening your shoulder, so relax a little bit there. Yeah. That's right. Speed it up a little bit and keep it loose. That's getting better. Yeah, that's getting better. I would practice. So what I have my students do is use the metronome when practicing vibrato. So let's try slowly. We'll go way down to like. I'm gonna have you do 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Try that. Just 1, 2, 3, 4, 1.
1, 2, 3, 4.
And relax your thumb. Let your thumb relax into the string. You're kind of holding it up in the air. 1, 2, 3, 4, relax. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. A little wider if you can. Get this toe open up. Can I help? Do you mind if I help you once? I'm just gonna help you. Ta-da. See that? Yeah. You have to relax that, and that has to be.
Ah.
Yeah. Nice and even, yeah. Okay, now we're gonna speed it up.
Same like a high position, right?
It's what?
Same like a high position. Right?
As up here?
Yes.
Yeah. Alright. Yeah, I'm just trying to develop evenness. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now this is a little bit faster, so this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I'm at 58. I started at 54. Show me the G, 58. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's good. Okay. Here's 62. A little faster. Okay, I want to add one thing. Can you do? Sorry, I think I jumped the gun on this. Just 2 notes back. You see that motion? And your whole arm is moving. I should do it. Yeah, it's hard. Oi. Yeah. And then gradually make it less until it's just that. Up, but if this again, the same thing. If this joint is super tight, it makes it hard to vibrate because it locks the arm. Then this area gets very tight. So you want to make sure that your shoulder do a couple of these before you start, because that's making your vibrato narrow and tight. We want yeah, and you have to. Vibrato doesn't come overnight. It takes time, so you have to work on it. I like the metronome exercise because it develops even vibrato, slow vibrato, a little faster, and then eventually, you see that? So, yeah, this is better. If you can, do you feel looseness here? Okay, good. Now try, yeah, and the reason I had you do this is because you want to feel the whole arm moving. You don't want to do it in the fingers, right? I'm going to help you on that. You hear that? You feel that? How's your shoulder? This seems tight to me. Yeah, relax. Relax. Yeah. You hear that? This is what I want. Yeah. But if you're tight here, it's not going to happen. For me to vibrate if my weight is not balanced. So what I see is this. The thumb is up here, especially when you're up here, you're like a hitchhiker, like you're trying to get a ride.
Yeah.
So, but it should be, the thumb should be relaxed and down here. Now your weight is here. When your thumb is over here, your weight is over here. You want your weight to be balanced on the third finger for the vibrato. So now, yeah, let it hang. Yeah, try the vibrato now. See if you can. And the other thing is listening. When I was moving your arm, you got this kind of vibrato. Can you listen for the width? The wideness of the vibrato. It should be like the amplitude should be big waves, not little waves. You see how tight that is? Can you come up here? Can you move her arm? Remember how I was doing that? Can you widen her vibrato for her? What do you think will help her?
Yeah,
it's locked.
It's
Free.
Me too.
Okay. Yeah. So do you see this area? Can you relax the shoulder and this area? Better? That's better. You hear the difference? it's getting better. Your thumb is relaxed. Let's do now really slow. When I practice in the morning, because I'm getting old now, my vibrato's getting slower. A little bit slower, so I have to practice it. And so I'll take a note and I'll just go wobbly. Or just go really wide. You see how wide that can be? Now a little faster. How about this? We'll do 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Now we're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. For a long time. Now let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Don't lock up here. Very loose. Da, 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 da. Easy. That's getting better. Yeah, use your whole arm. Da, 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 da. Now let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's hard, yeah?
Yes.
Then the next step would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, da, 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 da. Getting there, and then da 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 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, da 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 da. See how loose that is when I do this? It has to be loose. Okay. Yeah. So there's a lot of work, but I think the metronome and working on the vibrato that way will help. Yeah. Now, okay. So, imagine a swan. How legato and graceful it is. And really think that. And get your feet on the ground. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Listen to your sound. Open up your vibrato. Okay, don't lock your shoulder. Good, and look where your thumb is. You're hitchhiking again. Good. So right now, one of your issues with the vibrato is that you're so tight up here. So you have to develop ease in the neck and shoulder. Can you do this for me before you even start?
Oh, it.
You see that? You see how you can loosen up there? Right now, you're totally locked here, and you're raising and you're tightening the neck. So it's very hard to vibrate, right? But if you loosen, then everything is loose. Yeah. Good. That was nicer. Do the beginning once again and think legato, long lines. This, it's more like less like a swan and more like a, I don't mean to be mean, but like a mosquito, you know. It's yeah, right. Yes. We want it to be like a beautiful singer. It's getting better. That's getting better. I'm gonna. Do you mind if I help you? Listen to this sound. Listen. Do it again. Do you hear that? You see what? Be aware of what your arm is doing. I'm helping you a little bit, but not too much. And I let go. It's like riding a bike. Getting better. You see that? You see the motion here? Yeah, so you have to develop that. That's why I want them to help you with the arm. That's better. You hear it? Much better. Relax. Close to the bridge. That's getting better. Good. It's starting to happen. It's starting to happen. But you need to really be aware of the kind of vibrato you can make. It's much more beautiful that way. It's beautiful. You're very musical, but right now the vibrato doesn't have enough depth. So if you can work on that, the metronome might help you. I think opening up this motion here in the arm so that it's not finger, but it's the whole arm is involved. That's why I was having you do this. This is the motion. Eventually, that's the motion. You see, if you practice this, sliding up and down, you see how you're opening your arm there? And this is not tight, but this is motioning. And then eventually you stop that, and there's your wide vibrato. Yeah, I would practice that a lot and then eventually stop. That's already wider. You see that?
Yes.
Much better. You see how it's moving?
Yes.
Yes. You have to develop that. Let me hear a little bit of Brahms. We have a few more minutes. Yeah. Brahms.
ทิชชู่อยู่ตรงนั้นปะอ๋ออยู่
So a couple things. We talked about loose bow. So you're squeezing the bow a lot. Can you show me your best bow hold? This is the theme today, mostly bow hold. Can you show me that really relaxed bow hold? Find it.
For me.
Yes, you find that bow hold that's really loose because you're very stiff right here, and that's affecting your sound. Yeah. Okay, now play the first few notes, and I want to see how loose you can be in the bow hold. Yeah. Don't squeeze. Just relax. You don't have to press it all because the sound will come. So listen to the sound. Right. You see that? But I'm not pressing. I'm very, very loose. So look. Let me see your bow hold. Let me tap it here. Yeah. Good. Can you tap your fingers for me? Your thumb needs to be curved too, yeah. A little bit curved and loose, yeah. Put your pinky behind, wiggle your thumb, and put it back on. Nice and loose and flexible. Don't squeeze that thumb, good. And put the bow on the string. Good. Feel the weight, so drop. Relax your pinky. Put your pinky on top for me. Yeah, okay. How does that feel? That's better. Relax your neck. Yeah. Everything is loose. So much better. You hear the difference? So you have to go through that routine because everything is a little tight. And I think the hardest thing about cello playing is our first impulse is to tighten up our muscles. And that's the last thing we should do. We should do the opposite. We want everything to be loose and relaxed. Right now, why is your vibrato too fast? It's too tight. It's tight. So you want to develop that. And a lot of your tension comes from up here. If you start from the neck and the shoulders, so maybe you do this back and forth. You say no, you say yes. let's shrug your shoulders a little bit. Do this. Do the left shoulder. And then when you start, you should feel this way. Everything's hanging. You see that? And the bow hold has to be very, very loose. You have to feel the ease. That means, so what I see is you're curling your fingers, you're grabbing. The fingers just hang on the stick. And is your thumb relaxed? Okay, good. Now play the note. Don't press. That's a sound. Do you hear that? Do you guys hear the difference in the sound? Listen to that. That's a major difference for you. Okay, so you feel that. Now the vibrato. Nice and loose. You know, you're pressing here. Relax your yeah, don't squeeze. I have an idea for you. Can you play this opening with harmonics? Just harmonics. So that's right. Now vibrate. You see how easy that is? Because you're not squeezing, right? Doesn't that feel better? Now the next step is I want you to play 50% down. It should be kind of ugly. So not all the ways down, but like. Not all the ways down. Yeah, just a little bit. And very loose. You to do 85% down. Don't squeeze. Better, okay? Then that's about all you need. You don't need any more than that. What I think you do is you play like 120% down. Yeah, you don't need. My hand's very soft. Then I can vibrate. When I'm squeezing, I can't. Yeah. So one more time from the beginning. Don't press anywhere. Don't press here, and don't press there. That's right. And keep this loose. Nice. Hear the difference? Really loose. Look up. You're squeezing there. Okay, so what that exercise that I just did with you, I call ghosting. Ghosting, like a ghost. So your fingers are not all the ways down. So if I have a passage, let's say, let me think of something that I'm practicing. I'm doing Dvorak Concerto. Let's say I might do this. I'll do this, 50%. You see my fingers? Then I'll do 80%. That's all I need. So that when I'm playing 80%, if there was a piece of paper underneath my finger, a little piece of paper, I could pull it out. If I can't pull that piece of paper out, if it's in there, it's and you can't pull it out, it's too hard. So when I watch you play, I couldn't get that paper out. All you need is this. A little more than that. Try it again. Get the balance too. If you're over here and you're nice and round, you're not squeezing. Good. How does that feel to you? Does it feel compressed? Let me see. Oh, here's the problem. You can come here. You have to come. All of you have to come here. Yeah. So come over here. Do you see this? Look at the thumb. You see how it's pressed? And now, can you bring your thumb around and lightly curve it here. So first of all, it was way over here. It should be very, very loose. And it should just be balanced. Your first finger is just hanging from the string. You see the difference? Yeah, can you move your, wiggle your thumb for me and curve it? Yeah. That's it. Look at that. Look at this. You see how curved it is? And then tell me what you feel when you're doing it. Listen to vibrato. Did you hear the vibrato?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. The vibrato was different.
จะพูดว่า oh my gosh วิวาโต้ดีมาก
Very good. Bravo. With the vibrato. I heard a difference. But looking over here, your big problem, and it took me too long to figure out, is you're squeezing the whole time. So you can't vibrate the way I want you to vibrate because you're doing that. But you come around here and you're loose. Now your hand can move. So this was good. It was curved. You know? You should put like a thumbtack over here so if you squeeze, it goes... No, don't do that. But you know, you can put a piece of tape around your finger, your thumb, so you feel how it feels on the instrument. So be soft and slidey. Then when you shift, and I heard in the swan, I heard your shifts because you were squeezing. And when your thumb is like this, everything is bumpy. Yeah? Yeah, so that's a nice curved thumb. Look at that. So do it one more time, and I want you guys to watch. Make sure that your thumb is curved. And yeah, don't let it turn that way. Better sounds. That's very good. Now the fourth finger, the same thing. The fourth finger. Just no. Relax your thumb. Okay, so basically what happens is your weight is on your first finger. And now your weight goes to here. And my first finger releases. You see how my weight changes? So right now you're just doing that. And then look, my thumb is loose. My fourth finger is not pressing. Yeah, better. You see the thumb now? Oh, better. See that thumb? Listen to her vibrato. Okay, so that's much better. Okay? But you guys have to help each other on all these things, okay? So you can see it from back here. Yeah, we all have the same problems, right? No, you all are very consistent. Bow holds, you have to help each other with the bow hold. You have to make sure that you're loose, especially these thumbs. You know, this thumb has to be loose. This thumb has to be loose. We talked about contact point and all those things. But you guys can be your teachers. You need to help each other. And you might not think about your thumb because you're busy playing the notes. But if they stand over here, they can remind you, you know. But that's very important for you. And I think in the swan, if your thumb is loose, you'll start to develop the vibrato. That will make it even more beautiful. Yeah. Because I can tell the music is in there. Like I know you have a beautiful idea of the piece and you want to be expressive. But the technical part of it, the tightness, gets in the way of that beautiful sound that we need to hear. So, okay, I think we'll stop today. That's good. That was a long time, yeah. Very good. Yeah. So you need to. I want to come back.
So we have tomorrow we have concert and she
This one?
plays one.
Yes.
The carnival of the animal full แบบว่า complete yes complete the
play carnival
sing song
Oh, the whole thing.
yes
And you're playing the swan.
yes
Okay, so you know what? You have to do what you do. It's beautiful the way you played it. I don't want to get in your way. So after tomorrow, then you can think about these. If you think too much now, it will get in the way of your performance. But you have fun. It sounds great. Yeah. Is it with the orchestra?
yes
Oh,
with
exciting.
the fashion show
yeah
Oh, a fashion
and
show
yes
too.
dancing and fashion show clothes
Wow, that's exciting. Oh. Yeah.
And
Take a
tell-
video and send us so we can see. Yeah.
one
They have a concert tomorrow. The Swan in San Son.
yeah because this week is the symposium week
Yes.
right? yes.
Oh, so she just played the Swan. It's a beautiful piece of cello by Saint-Saëns, and yeah, have fun.
Should I to take a picture? I can take
Yes,
sure.
sure.
Okay, if you
ของใครโทรศัพท์ใครสวยเอาไปนั้นได้หมด
เต้นไหน นสวยสุดตอนเนี้ย
12เลยนะ
ใช่
หน้าตาพี่เติ้ลนะ
สวยมันน่ารักมาก
พี่เติ้ลต้องอ่านพี่เติ้ล
เดี๋ยวเอาวางไว้ตรงนี้เลย ถามอะไรกัน
ไอ้ต่อเมื่อกี้นี้อาจารย์ใช่ไหมเขาถามว่ามีนัดประมาณมาไหมคะมาแล้วค่ะเรามาแล้วไปแล้วโอเค
อ๋อแต่เขาไม่ได้เรียนหรอ
เรียนแต่เขาเรียนแบบเดียว
บอกว่าเห็นบอกว่ามา
Yeah.